He on some other shit today, boy.
We ain't got no soundboard tonight, baby, so I'm here for a little effect.
Welcome. We back in effect. Missing a few, but we still gonna do what it do.
Make it do what it do, baby.
What's good with everybody, man?
Jeff.
Nah, he look like he got some sleep. You don't look as tired, fam.
Let me tell you something. I almost fell asleep, boy, y'all, just now, boy. I was on the couch. I was nice and comfortable. Let me just chill for a minute. It's like,
You heard that call come through.
Mind your business, son.
Now I gotta mind my business.
Why you gotta be putting all my business in the street like that?
I'm talking about the call from me, Negro.
Blew his own self.
Word! What the fuck?
I was before that.
Blew his own self.
Word! This motherfucker here. Tripping. What's good though, man? Welcome back. What's good with your chips?
Yeah, man. Same old grind, man. Out here trying to survive in life. You know what I do.
Yeah.
But you survive better if you get rid of that damn hookah.
Exactly. Thank you, PA. Get you some water in your life.
Chips ain't drank water since '88.
Water overrated, fam. I don't know what you're doing.
He definitely ain't drinking then either.
That's some gin.
I'm about to say, that ain't water.
Yeah, that ain't water.
Some gin?
Some gin and ginger ale, baby.
Oh, yeah, you definitely stressing. Gin, what the?
We got to get some bail money ready for you. You all right, bro?
Word, son. I need to make another trip.
Nah, gin is good, man. Gin is good. That's my new shit.
Not good necessarily.
Shout out to Nightmare. I don't know what I've been missing all these years, man. Gin is popping. Let's do it.
Well, we got a full show in store for y'all today. We're going to jump right into it. Yeah, for some reason, is it just me? And before I even jump into the topics, is it just like a lot of shit going on in every fucking sport?
Oh, it's a whole lot of shit going on. It's a
drama.
A lot of
drama filled everywhere, boy.
It's just every fucking sport is just some wild shit. We're gonna touch on a little bit of it, but god damn.
This generation wild, boy, I'm telling you. They wild.
Like what? Steroid era who? What? Like shit.
At least that was fun to watch. Shit.
Exactly. Like at least that shit was during this fucking season. But speaking of steroid era, we jumping right into MLB, man. Baseball and this new recent stealing sign scandal between the Houston Astros and the Boston Red. See, motherfuckers always cheating in that area. Patriots, Boston.
Son, and y'all be wilding on me when I say fuck Boston, B, right? But I say that, PH is crazy. But now it's okay, right?
You say it out of hate, though.
You say it out of complete hate, though.
So what? It's still the same. It's the whole same thing.
He says
hate
so
because they. What? I don't care. Same rules apply.
I got.
Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, my bad. I ain't mean to touch a soft spot. My bad, PA. Shit.
Ain't no soft spot. I'm just letting it be known. Fuck Boston as a staff breaking label and as a motherfucking crew, right?
Well, yo, man, how do y'all feel about this recent Major League Baseball scandal, man? Obviously, if you hadn't heard, Houston Astros were basically caught stealing signs, and not just your normal, oh, I can see the catcher giving the signs, I know what the pitch is, but motherfuckers setting up cameras and electronic devices, and motherfuckers is wearing buzzers in
buzzers and shit
to know what pitch is coming, like, that shit is crazy.
That's why Jose Altuve batting like 400 in the playoffs.
Unbelievable. But how do y'all feel, man? What you think about it, PH?
Well, I believe we got cheated out of a World Series, right? And when I mean we, the Yankees, right? Because if it wasn't for them stealing goddamn everything, we'd have beat them in that series. We'd have beat them. I don't want to hear it. And it's just more shit coming out. The sanctions or whatever they got, punishments, wasn't enough. Their draft pick wasn't going to be good anyway. She was going to be like at the end of the first round, end of the second round. Motherfuckers is trash anyway.
So you feel like the punishment wasn't enough?
No.
Son, they took 2 first.
I don't care.
The second.
Nah,
next.
them players need to get something too, son.
And $5 million.
What is that? That's like 5 cents. That's one day of selling stuff in the damn stadium.
And fired the manager and general manager.
Nah. Actually, he got suspended. Then the owner said, "Nah, y'all go get the fuck out of here." All right?
Okay.
Nah, something else got to happen, man. Son, they stole the World Series. They stole it. What?
I was gonna say, I think they've already put to rest that they're not vacating the title.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just saying.
Nah, I know that. I ain't worried about no vacating.
I would like to see that. Fuck.
We ain't gonna get no ring or no championship.
They took USC championship.
They still got their rings though. We won.
They need to put an asterisk next to their name like they got on Barry Bonds. Fuck that.
Nah, man. They need some kind of suspension. Them players, something. Altuve, Bregman, the whole Astros team.
Well, they already put that since they cooperated, there's no punishments to the players. So
since they cooperate, of course they're gonna cooperate. We caught already. Might as well just tell we did it. We got our rings, we got our championship. You ain't gonna take it away. So you know what? Yeah, we cheated. Fuck it. What you gonna do? Nothing. Oh, they ain't gonna get fired over there, right? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Why not just spill the beans now?
The Chips, what you think?
I don't know. I think the punishment was fair. First of all, let me talk about the cheating. How the fuck? I want to know what the banging on the trash can sounded like. Because
you heard what you call it?
Hear what? Who? Hello? Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can.
Hey, now, what the fuck?
You was like,
I was frozen.
Yo, this shit got crazy just now. It's like it didn't stop, so you wasn't frozen.
Oh. I want to know. I said who? You said, did I hear who?
I don't know what the fuck
nobody
you said.
nothing. Go ahead.
I thought that's what you said. All right, but anyway, I want to know what the trash can sounded like. Because if I'm sitting in the dugout or the opposite dugout, I'm in the batter's box. I mean, the catcher behind the batter's box, and I hear bang bang. And then the next pitch I hear bang, 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 bang. And then bang, the next pitch. I'm wondering what the hell is all this banging going on? I'm in a baseball stadium, you know what I'm saying? And the shit is not, I'm sure you can hear the direction where the bang is coming from. So, like, the scheme of it all is just crazy to me how they were so blunt in knowing that thinking they could get away with this shit. That shit is just wild to me. Like, the whole stealing signs, like you said, Chris, that's not the big part to me, because we all know stealing signs in baseball been going on for centuries, as long as the game was around. But it's the thin line that you cross when you start recording things and listening in on people and using devices to give yourself the upper hand. That's crazy. Now, as far as the punishment goes, I feel like, I don't know, I'm kind of in between, yo. I kind of feel like it was enough because, one, first and second round pick in 2 years is a lot when you consider how important the farm system is to baseball. Even though they were the best team to win, they won the World Series and whatnot. you still have to build your farm system up for prospects or whatever to make it. No good team has ever, no team does good with a poor farm system. So I feel like that's a major hit. 2, getting rid of a highly regarded GM and manager, that's a hit on the team. The owner, I'm sure, in his wildest dreams, never thought that he would have to fire them in this moment with how good and dominant they've been over the last 3-4 years.
Yeah.
So that's a
let's add the cheating in there and see how dominant they be after that.
No, I get that. But the fact remains is they were still a very good team outside of being able to steal some pitches. I mean, some pitches here and there, some signs. So
they still gotta hit it, PH, just because they know it coming.
Still gotta hit it. They still have dominant pitching or whatever. So I think I heard an interview today with Terry Francona, where he was saying that he doesn't feel like them stealing signs made the Red Sox lose against them in one of them years during the playoffs. He's like, they still got to execute, but they lost because of the dominant pitching. So, some people, it's indifferent. It's like 50-50. Some people say, oh, no, that's cheating. They won the win. But the fact remains that we don't know if they would have still won without being able to steal pitches the way they were stealing stealing signs. So, but the fact that they had to lose the manager and GM, which are both highly regarded in their respective positions, so that's a big hit for them. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as vacating the title, what is that really gonna mean? You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
What is that gonna mean? It ain't gonna mean nothing if they vacate the title. It's not like they're gonna, like the PA said, they're not gonna say, yo, I'm gonna give it to the Dodgers for this year or the Yankees for that year or or Boston for this year. They're not gonna do that. You know what I mean? So they still gonna say like, yo, I don't give a fuck what you say. I want a championship. You're not taking away my ring.
All the leftover teams gotta have a 1-game playoff.
A 1-game playoff. See, that shit get too complicated. You know what I'm saying? I think that baseball has vacated a title before. I can't remember what title it was. I'm pretty sure I heard that, but it's I think it only happened like one time before. But I just don't think that's the answer. So being hitting them where the $5 million ain't shit. That's pennies. That ain't nothing to a baseball franchise. That's nothing. These fucking pitchers getting $300,000 contracts. So I don't want to hear nothing. $300 million contracts. So I'm not
$300,000 in a day.
So $5 million, they shouldn't even tack that on. They should have made it $100 million or something like that. Then that would have been a sufficient financial hit. You know what I'm saying? But them losing a manager and a GM and those picks, I think those are going to hurt them in the long run. So I'm kind of indifferent. I do think that it was more so on the side of being enough punishment for that scandal. Now, as far as Alex Cora goes and Carlos Beltran, shout out to the Boston Red Sox for doing what they did. Yo, you're a cheater. Same way y'all did Pete Rose. Same way y'all tried to get Mark McGwire and fucking Barry Bonds out of here. You got to you get caught cheating, Alex Rodriguez, you pay the price, yo. So shout out to them.
Because motherfuckers used to snitch on Alex Rodriguez every chance they got.
Every chance.
He screamed at me when I was trying to catch the pop-up.
Every chance. So, they just gotta deal with the consequences, man. But it's crazy, man. I'm more impressed and more interested in the way they went about it. You know what I mean? If that buzzer shit is true, like that shit is crazy.
Nah, that shit is fire. I can't lie. That shit is fire.
That shit is crazy.
He said, I need to know how you did it.
I want to know the details. Like, what did the can sound like, yo?
He said, I need somebody to give me an example and demonstrate on ESPN.
How many buzzes did you feel underneath your shirt to let you know that the curveball was coming?
Son, yo,
What if you missed a buzz?
Did you see the niece? Did you see the niece tweets, son? When it was like, yo, they was gonna rip off Altuve's shirt. He was like, nah, chill, don't touch it.
She was out
Leave
there
it
snitching.
Word. Telling.
That's
Good.
out there snitching.
That's crazy.
But yeah, that shit, I mean, it's fucked up for the wild spread, but, you know, the reason, obviously, Beltran and Cora got caught up, I don't know why my shit went blurry. The reason Beltran and Cora obviously got caught up is because their names were put, like, in the shit directly. And that's crazy. Fucking Beltran didn't even get the fucking manager gig.
Son, he just got his contract. So how does that work?
The Mets are dumb, son.
Huh?
The Mets are dumb, yo. They are dumb.
First of all, I don't think it was a good hire anyway, but that's just me.
Well, that's debatable, and a lot of people felt that way. But I say they dumb because you ain't even really have to. You ain't even have to get rid of Beltran. Because the whole player versus manager type thing. You know what I'm saying? If he's a player and they jumped out in front of the story and be like, listen, you know, I was caught up in this, but I was on the team. I took instructions and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I apologize. If he jumped out in front of it, then the backlash wouldn't be as strong, or the pressure on them to get rid of him wouldn't been as strong. I feel like it's a lot that comes into when people say you want to get in front of a story, so the back end of it ain't as harsh on you, and you can control the narrative. You can spin the shit the way you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, as an organization, you should be thinking about stuff like that. But instead, y'all let the whole investigation go during your hiring process. You don't even, if the report came out today, they didn't even ask them about that. But they knew it was going on, but didn't address it. You know what I'm saying? So even if you felt like, nah, we don't want to hire somebody who's mixed up in a cheating scandal, you know what I'm saying? Then you would have got that information before you made the hire and did the whole press conference and, you know, the homegrown Met is our new manager and shit. Now you look like assholes because now Joe Girardi is signed already. All the good managers that was out there that was interested in your job is gone. So what are you going to have to promote? Your bench coach to manage your team?
There's still a couple of good candidates out there. I seen a couple.
I don't know.
I seen a couple people getting interviewed today, or had interviews scheduled with Houston and Boston. There's a couple good candidates.
I don't know, but I just know I know the top candidates is gone.
I don't know. I feel like honestly, I agree with you. Getting out in front of it would have been the best thing. But once his name came out, getting out in front of it was out the window.
Yeah, that was a dub.
Well, no, yeah, that was a dub. That's when people started saying, "Oh, they gotta fire him. They gotta fire him." You know what I'm saying? Now you done lost control of it.
I feel like
the story.
I feel like they didn't know.
No, they knew. They knew he was.
So they knew before the report came out that his name was
wrapped up in the investigation.
Damn.
They knew it, but they didn't address it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I feel like if he would have came out early on and got ahead of it and was just like, yo, it was just what they was doing. Like, pass the blame. Like, fuck it wasn't me.
Yeah, I was just a player. I was a player on the team.
Like, this is what they was doing at the time.
Now, this is what we was doing. You can't say they, because you was part of the team.
But shit, the way they made it seem, it was like he was the king set up, motherfucker. He was
him and Alex Cora. They was the ringleaders.
Word, he was the mastermind. He drew out the diagram on where the fucking safe was.
Word, they listen. I'm telling. It was your fault, right? You taking this fault. That's it.
Now he out there looking like Pete Zacharine with the fucked up stockings on his face. He ain't got the right stockings on.
Pete, is that you? Yo.
Fucking commercials is retarded, yo. But yeah, man, that shit is crazy. And it's just, again, just dealing with everything going on, and I'll touch on everything else. You know, you got fucking Antonio Brown, stupid ass.
Yo, don't even give his name no mentions, B, because
like
he's fucking retarded.
Shit, when your agent say, I can't fuck with this motherfucker no more.
And Drew Rosenhaus is about that bread.
Yeah, that's all he care about.
That's all he care about. Yo,
he'll talk you out of a fucking lockup to get that bread. He was just like, you know what? I can't deal with this nigga no more. And he said it like that, like fuck it.
Yeah, he said it. Yeah, nigga, listen, you better go get some help. I ain't fucking with you.
This shit ain't working.
Let me see the prescription and the pills that you've been taking. Then maybe we can be cool again.
He said, Until I need prescription, expiration date, and how many you supposed to take daily. Fuck that.
Exactly. Because it ain't going to work no other way.
And then we're going to talk about this other nutso now, man. But NCAA championship game just came and hit. Congratulations to the LSU Tigers. A great undefeated season. Hey, man, you can't be a hater.
Yes, I can.
They won. They beat a lot of good teams on their way there. Like, their schedule was legit.
Okay.
Yo, you just a real hater, son. Like, yeah, deep.
Deep to the core. All the way.
Oh, my gosh, man. But congratulations to them. Did you watch the game, PH, or not?
I watched some of it.
How'd you feel about it? Because Burrow was, whew.
Yeah, I thought Clemson corners was going to get smoked anyway. I was just hoping that line was going to be able to do something and get to Burrow, but obviously not.
They did early.
Jamar Chase, I don't know what the hell Clemson was thinking, but they was just like, yo, now he all right. He got burned a few times, but he going to get him. He going to get him. And Jamar Chase just kept fucking him up more and more and more all game balls.
Son, that shit reminded me of that Giants game when Mike Evans was fucking killing Janoris Jenkins. And I ain't even saying it trying to be funny, Chips. I remember we all talked about that. And that was bad defensive calling. That shit was ugly. Oh, man. Son.
Yeah, Jamar Chase was killing them, man. Killing them. I tell you who surprised me. What's the running back name? Saint Hilari or whatever his name or whatever.
Yeah, Ilaire.
Yeah, he was getting busy.
Yeah,
he was getting busy. Definitely
the
better
main
than what I
character
thought.
of the show was Joe.
Yeah, fuck Joe.
You think he solidified number one pick?
I do.
I think he had that number one pick wrapped up before that.
I feel like this shit would have helped them be -1. Like they was gonna pick him. They gonna come out and announce it before the draft. Like, hey, just so you guys know, we're not trading it. We getting this motherfucker in 2 months. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, his season was ridiculous. Ridiculous. What did he do? 60 touchdowns or 60 total touchdowns?
He broke the single season record. Yep. Fucking crazy.
Who's that? K-Nap, fuck you too, right? I hope you watch this podcast.
Damn.
What happened there?
Man, don't worry about that.
You don't want to talk about it? Yeah.
Yo, let me tell you something. That boy Joe Burrow, that boy is special. I don't know what his ceiling is, but he looked like he NFL ready. The way he was dropping them passes in there, his pocket awareness is on 1,000. It was the one play where he ran up, and the way he knew how not to cross, and he knew exactly where he was when he made that little dump off, not to cross the line of scrimmage. Like the IQ in his game, it just looked so smooth, and like he was never really under pressure. And I like his cockiness. I like how confident he is in what he could do. Even when they was down early on in the game, he didn't show no urgency to try to make a play or force nothing. You know what I'm saying? He let the game come to him.
Yeah.
And his accuracy in launching that ball was A1. Like, I don't know. I don't watch a lot of college football, but from the college football that I have seen, he's probably one of the best prospects to come out. On the flip side, how do y'all think what's the other quarterback name?
Sunshine?
Yeah,
Trevor
Sunshine.
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. I don't think that game defined him. I seen a lot of backlash when saying, I told y'all he not that good or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think that was on him. I just think Clemson was overmatched. And there was nothing really he can do. And he couldn't keep up with the firepower that LSU had, either on the defensive side, because they was getting to him nonstop.
Which I definitely didn't see that happening.
That was definitely a surprise.
They was
Their O-line looked helpless against them was crazy.
Yeah, they was blitzing from every angle. And he really it was nothing he could do. I mean, he overthrew a couple of passes, but he's a rookie, right?
Sophomore.
A sophomore? Okay, so he's still young, you know what I'm saying? So he's going to make those mistakes like that. But
but you got to remember, his first year, he went undefeated, took them all the way to the championship game, and smoked Alabama.
Right. I mean, I get that. So he had one bad game. Any given Sunday, fam.
No, he had a bad season.
But this was literally his first loss of his career. So you gotta really put it in perspective. He had a bad start to the season. I'll definitely agree with that. He finished off strong.
Yeah,
he finished off pretty strong. But yeah, I definitely agree with you, Chips. I don't feel like that one game should define his career. I still see him as is it being between him and Fields for the number 1 overall pick next year, depending on which team gets it. But PH, I want to throw something back to you. Do you feel like OSU made the wrong decision, keeping Fields and letting Burrow go?
Well, it wasn't that decision. It was Haskins and Burrow.
Haskins, yeah, it was Haskins. You feel like they made the wrong decision? I mean, you got 0 championships out of it.
Well, answer made. Bad decision.
No, I mean at the time, no, it wasn't. But I guess now you could say that. But
I mean, not even just because he got a championship, it's different schemes, it's different, offense.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, because Haskins he fucking broke records last year.
Because Haskins had a great year last year, yeah.
So, and then Fields, what you do? 2 interceptions this year? And 45 touchdowns? So, I mean, I don't know. No, they didn't make a bad decision.
Okay. I was just thinking about that. When I saw it, I was like, damn, they did have him, though. But, I mean, it was hit or miss either way, so you really can't judge that. On to the bullshit that happened after the game.
Yo, yeah, intro it up.
Yes, please do.
Black people being black people.
No.
Don't even say black people. Don't even say that.
Go ahead.
You're right. Niggas being niggas.
What is your intro? How you was gonna say it? Black people being black.
No. Niggas being niggas.
Okay, go ahead. Keep on going.
Odell Beckham. Middle of the field, LSU has won the national title. Honestly, should be the greatest moment of these kids' lives in their college career. Except for the few that have kids already, most of them probably do. But Odell Beckham gets spotted on camera counting out hundreds. Obviously, he had the man purse on. He had the cocaine satchel around his chest. Like all
Nah, that's the clout bag. The clout bag.
Nah, it's like
He had the clout bag on.
this shit pisses me off because it's like they feel like if they wear it across their chest, it's not a fanny pack. Yo, that's a crackhead fanny pack, man. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking daddy had one.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
that. But this motherfucker is center midfield, dapping up players from LSU, giving them money. Now you trying to fold it up like you about to make a crack deal or a drug deal, like the cameras ain't seeing what you doing. Not only does it stop there.
Keep going.
But this, I want to be politically correct here because I don't want to say anything to offend anybody of any nationality, race, or creed.
Man, get ahead and talk, B. Fuck all that.
But this sexual questionable motherfucker here, because motherfucker, I don't know, I'm starting to question it. Gets caught
I ain't never been questioning that.
in the locker room, even before he smacked the cop on his ass, he was looking at this motherfucker ass for like 10 seconds. Why the fuck you looking at this grown ass man butt this whole time? Fuck is wrong with this guy? Now takes all the attention away from LSU winning, and it's all on. Now there might be violations and sanctions coming down from the NCAA for inappropriate, patient performance, And now there's a warrant for this man's arrest because that cop, who probably saw himself on TV while he was eating sardines and crackers, and said, "Fuck, I gotta say something."
It wasn't the cop. It was it was somebody else.
It was him.
Nah, I seen the tweet. The guy said it was some kind of guard. I sent it to you though.
Well, not a cop. He was a guard. He was an LSU security guard.
Yeah.
He had filed the complaint, in which led to the.
Everybody thought it was the cop that he smacked on the ass, but it wasn't even him.
No, he wasn't a cop. He was a security guard, but he was the one that filed the complaint. But yeah, that's what we're talking about now. Chips, I'm gonna give it over to you.
First of all, I don't know what it is. Maybe I gotta stop talking about people. I just gave this man props for behaving himself. Last episode, didn't I?
Yep.
I said Odell ain't been in the news. He been living right. He been doing what he's supposed to be doing. And now you go on the field, and as much drama is around the NCAA and players receiving money, you decide because you want to be in the spotlight, you want to have an Instagram clip or whatever to bring out your flashy money and just give it out. And they really think motherfuckers is stupid because you going to have your team come out after the video surfaces and say, oh, it was fake money. Wait. So you said, let me get my man purse, my fanny pack, wear it across my chest. I'm going to stuff it with some Monopoly money, and I'm going to go out there and stunt and act like I'm giving them real money. We supposed to believe that, fam?
They said they'll never know.
We supposed to believe that? And then your boy Joe Burrow.
Yo, that was it right there.
Snitch.
That motherfucker said, nah, he gave me real money.
Yo, so I said, yo, I ain't a student athlete no more, so I can take the money.
Word, he said, I'm a senior. Fuck what y'all talking about.
I'm good.
Real.
Once they hit zeros, I'm good.
Yo, so you just like what makes you think that you can do that? Like how do you not think how does somebody in your team don't tell you, yo, Odell, that's a bad situation. Don't do that, bud. That's a bad idea. Don't do that.
You think he listens to anybody?
Okay, then why anybody around that saw it, I know they celebrating, but you got people that's there supposed to be the responsible ones. How nobody say, whoa, smack that motherfucking hand and say, yo, get that back. Don't take that.
Word.
How does nobody see that?
Right here.
I don't understand it. How does nobody see that? How does nobody stop it? I don't understand.
Everybody was hyped. They didn't care.
Now, the whole locker room shit. I saw a clip today, and it was somebody doing a voiceover, and they did a voiceover like Odell was bent over talking to somebody else saying, yo, man, you should go help that kid out over there, right? Damn, but what I'm going to do? I can't do nothing. Yeah, I don't know what you're going to, but maybe you should smack him on his ass to divert the attention off of it. And so he turned around and you just wind up your hand like you was at a pool party and some doc was dancing and you wanted to smack their ass. Not only did you smack his ass, you gonna then say, get the gap. You gonna repeat, get the gap to a cop or a security guard with a gun on his waist. Like, I don't even have the word to describe how stupid that is. And what was the point? And what was the sense of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And I'm kind of tight. Side note, why was the security guard in there going through people's bags while they trying to celebrate winning the championship anyway?
Because some of them was under 21, and they didn't want none of them drinking or smoking.
Nah, fuck that. Get out the locker room.
But wait, so again, you have responsible parties in there that's supposed to be responsible for them kids. So you go over, you stand on the outside, you observe what's going on, and then you go up to the coach, I'm sure the dean of sports or whatever they call it.
Athletic director had to have been here. Yep.
You go up to them and be like, listen, I need somebody to go and make sure that kid or these kids don't have alcohol on them. And handle it that way. Like, why are you interrupting a kid trying to celebrate the fact that he just won the national championship?
Shit, maybe that was his job. I don't know. Shit.
No, I'm not saying that it's not his job. He was doing his job, but I just think it could have been done a better way.
Nah, fuck that. You don't need to do your job right now.
Chris said, nah, fuck it, let
leave
him
me
play.
Alone. I would, if I was that big black motherfucker, I'd have stood up and be like, yo, leave me alone. I just won the championship. Get out of my face.
Get the fuck out of my face, Stanley.
Word, get the fuck out of my face, Stanley. Like, I would have had the black on him. No. Leave my Gatorade bottle alone, fam. Fuck out of here.
Yo, I mean,
that's funny.
Just you, sir. I'm gonna end it on this. You, sir, Odell Beckham, get the dunk. The big dummy award for this episode. That's what you get. You get
first of the year.
You get the first of the year, the first of this episode. You, sir, get the big dummy award.
Oh my goodness.
You big dummy.
Go ahead, PH.
Nah, I ain't got nothing, but you done said everything that was there to say. I mean, shit.
What time is it?
Commercial!
And we're back. Had to pay a few bills. But yeah, man, that shit is bogus and that shit is fucking crazy. To say the least. But moving on. With going into the basketball, NBA, looking at the game right now, Milwaukee busting Boston ass 68-48 in the second quarter right now. It was a chart that came out. And it's funny. The chart showed the range or the shooting range, and let me go find it to make sure. This
Pop insert chart now.
You know the years? Yeah.
I think
it was 2001 through 2002. Literally, the shooting chart is all over the court. You got mid-range, 15-footers, three-pointers, top of the keys, free throw shots, and obviously your layups, dunks, and all of that. 2019, 2020, basically so far for this season, there is literally 2 spots people shoot from now. And then even in this diagram, which we're going to post it up, even in this diagram, I believe it's still off because a lot of these 3-point shots ain't far enough back. They right on the line. Motherfuckers ain't shooting at the line. But either it's a layup or dunk or it's a 3-point shot. And honestly, I'd probably say it's more like, it's definitely not 50-50. You say 70-30, 3-pointers to inside the paint?
Yep.
PH?
60-40 at most.
I'd say that 60-40.
Close to 60-40. Okay.
65-35, somewhere in that area.
40 or 70-30.
Yeah, something like that.
But either way, this shit is retarded. The entire game of basketball has now diminished itself to either being athletic and being able to dunk or being a fucking jack and shooting all types of wild-ass 3-point shots. They need to show here how many of these 3-point shots is fucking contested and double teamed. That's what they need to fucking show.
No, they need to show how many is missed.
I don't even want to talk about it. But are you surprised at the drastic change that the NBA has taken? Because obviously it's not just this year. This has been a build-up now for some time. So, PH, what do you think?
I blame the Splash Brothers.
What the fuck?
It's their fault.
You just gonna attack light-skinned people all over the world like that? God damn.
Listen. First off, this ain't no light-skinned attack. All right? But I do blame them, man. They came out shooting threes, making the shit look popping, hitting 7, 10. They was just taking turns. All right, I'm hit 10 tonight. You got 10 tomorrow night. That's it. I'm gonna hit threes, keep hitting threes. Everybody's like, yo, I want to be like them. I want to be like them. Then gradually, everybody started shooting threes. Even your boy LeBron, he want to start hitting step-back threes and threes from half court. No, idiot. You are 6'8", 250. Go to the basket and shoot. Or shoot a mid-range shot. But yes, it's definitely the Splash Brothers' fault. Some people can't shoot threes. Some people can't. Karl Anthony Towns, you don't need to be shooting threes. Giannis, you don't need to be shooting threes. Y'all too big for that. I hate the way the NBA is now, man. Oh yeah, and James Harden. It's James Harden's fault too. He's definitely up there on the list to place blame.
I'd agree with that before the light-skinned brothers.
Nah, bruh. Nah. Listen, they did it and won championships. That's why it's their fault. Okay? Now, I'm not saying it was they. Like I said, some people can do it. They can. But some people shouldn't be doing this. Or even expanding their game to attempt to do this. Like, now being a big man and being in the paint is non-existent. There ain't nobody going down to the post, working players out and doing none of that. No back to the basket. Yeah, no. They get the ball. They have their back to the basket, get the ball, turn around, take a few steps back because they want to dribble and do some hot shit because they want to get on ESPN stop set.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. What you got, Chips?
Am I surprised? No. I'm not surprised. Like you say, Chris, we've been seeing this changing over the last decade or so. The fast pace, get up as many shots as you can. But it's annoying. It's very annoying. It makes the game one-dimensional or two-dimensional or whatever. There's no the whole system basketball is out the window. You know, you don't see the fluent ball movement like that. I swear, I think Julius Randle can be a good player. I think he has a lot of talent. But if I have to see this motherfucker take 5 dribbles in between the legs to try a step back 3, one more season after this one. One more season. If I gotta deal with that shit on my Knickerbockers, I think I might explode. Like you're not even. And what gets me, what makes me angry is that this motherfucker shooting that's not good at shooting. Yo, look at a player that's decent at shooting threes, like a Brook Lopez, right? When his name was buzzing when he was on the Nets, what was he doing? He was in the post. He was hitting motherfuckers with moves. He was doing hooks. He was doing turnarounds. He was killing down there. But somewhere along the line, he said, more than half my shots going to be three-pointers. That's how I'm going to be effective. And not to knock him because he had some success behind the line. He became a threat behind the line. But that don't mean everybody can do it, fam. That don't mean everybody can do it. And that's not the only shot. You know what I'm saying? That's why, let me take it to Melo because he was on the Knicks. That was my frustration with Melo. And no, this is not hate, so don't shake your head. But that was part of my frustration with Melo. Like his mid-range game was A1. A1. And now he's going more back to that now that he's on Portland. But for a minute, all his desire was to get the ball on a swing rotation and pull up for a 3, a quick 3. He fell in love with that. And that's when his percentages dropped. So that was part of my frustration. Like, why do these players feel like the mid-range game doesn't work? I don't understand why they feel that way. I don't get it. It's making the game corny. You got motherfuckers going 9 for 25 for 3-pointers in one game, fam. One player.
Nah, fam. You gotta say who that player is, right? Don't just say that.
No, no, I'm not going to isolate the one player because
fam, you gotta do that. You gotta do that. Shout him out, son. Shout him out.
I'm not going to do that. It's plenty of players that just jack up threes.
No, but not they ain't playing them players that be 9 for 25.
But yo, the shit is crazy. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm still a basketball fan, but that just doesn't get my attention. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's partially the fans' fault too. And the media, because they hype it up. They hype up James Harden on his step back 3. Everybody tries to, imitate the shit and it's highlighted. It's highlighted all over ESPN or FS1. You know what I'm saying? That's what they talk about. That's what it's exciting to them. Any player, if there is a player, let me see if I can name a player in the league that works in the mid-range.
Kawhi.
He don't get hype about his mid-range game, though. He gets hyped for his just all-around brilliance.
LaMarcus.
LaMarcus.
Marcus Aldridge.
He a bum though. We ain't talking about. Oh, look.
Now, see, now you done fucked up my mood now. Now you done fucked up my mood. All right. I don't even want to talk no more. But again, even if you want to say LaMarcus, nobody's talking about him. Nobody's talking about him. The games that he does good and he average points, nobody's talking about him.
Mid-range jump shots ain't sexy. That's why nobody watches WNBA. That's why people complain about WNBA.
When Melo has that mid-range going, it's a thing of beauty. It's a thing of beauty. It's unstoppable and it's a thing of beauty. So I'm pretty sure that other players can incorporate that into their game and it still be just as sexy.
let me ask y'all this. Obviously, with seasons changing and, different play styles, the game fluctuates and shifts all the time. The changing of the guard happens and play styles change and everybody adapts play style. How long do you guys feel like we'll venture back to the play style of actually having a true big man?
I don't think it's gonna happen, bro.
You don't think it's ever gonna go back?
I don't think. Here's why. Because one, athletes in general are getting more athletic. From the time these kids that look at Zion, prime example. You know what I'm saying? He is probably one of the most prolific specimens of a build. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even his game he don't have a post-up game. He was taught from a young age, and he played the game dribbling by somebody on a fast break and dunking it as hard as you can.
Well, he can't jump through the building. I mean, why not do that?
I get it. Shaq could muscle his way anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But Shaq had a post-up game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even think about from when we was young and we was playing ball. What and Chris will know because he played ball with us. What would we do when we seen a dude like Nightmare or Lenny or somebody dribbling the ball mad long on the fucking 3-point line?
Give me the ball, get your ass down low.
That's what we say. Give me the fucking ball, get your ass down low. That's exactly what we say. But now, even all the highlights from high school games, these big dudes, these big men are on the 3-point line. Yeah. They on the 3-point line. That's the game right now. And it's because they have the ability to handle the rock like we've never seen before.
Yeah, but still, them AAU coaches still needs to tell them, look, get your ass down there and get in the post. But they just letting them rock too.
Because it ain't sexy, PH. You just said it ain't sexy.
So what? But
it ain't sexy.
The coaches should have left it being sexy.
I don't know, but yeah, I don't think it's going back. I think it's going to get worse and worse.
No, it's not going back. It's going to stay this way. Learn to shoot threes. That's it.
Yeah.
If you ain't athletic, you ain't going to be in the league. That's the way it look.
I don't know. I just feel like it's almost like the true essence of basketball is being lost. The true art of it is being lost. And now it's like, I won't say lost because it's obviously shit shifts with different demographic and different age groups. It's like, it's a new artist painting this shit, and I don't like this motherfucker.
So this motherfucker crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, but, what are you going to do? We still love the game itself. We still root for our teams, and we still hope, for good games. Right now, can't say that we're not getting that because even with the transitions and all of that shit, it's still good basketball being played, and it's good parity. So, hey, let's just keep on going. We'll see how the transition happens, towards the end of the year. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a difference once we get closer towards the end of the season. It's just you can – I'll give one example. LeBron, when he was on the Heat, when they won that championship, how did they win it? LeBron in the post, kicking out, dishing to everybody. When the Cavs, anytime LeBron had a good scheme, it involved LeBron being in the post or high post, distributing the ball because either A, the defenders had to double team, or they had to run something at him to where he could dish it off, or he was just going to overpower whoever was holding him because it was going to be mouse in the house. Now, you don't see that at all. Last time he was in the playoffs or of serious contention, it's like his version of taking over is staying out on the wing. And it's like, yo, if you know you had that dominance, go back to it. What's the problem?
It ain't sexy.
But it got W's.
Yeah, but he's still getting W's. So, you know what? Somebody else do that. That's why you got Anthony Davis. You go down there and do that dumb shit. I'm going to be out here shooting these threes and jump shots.
Dumb shit. It's motherfuckers like PH that's fucking ruining basketball.
What do you mean? I don't want it to be this way.
You called it dumb shit.
That's what they think it is. You do that dumb shit. I'm doing the sexy shit out here. I look goofy down there in the post doing all of that. Nah, that's how they feel. That's how they feel.
Oh my!
I'm a big doofus.
Before we move on to the next topic, I do want to say, and y'all did bring it up as far as the sexiness of the WNBA. Shout out to them ladies, man. With the new CBA that they just came out with, they're getting contracts upwards of $500,000 now. I think that was 10 times more than the average.
Yeah, something like that.
You know, shout out to those ladies, man. They deserve it. Like, definitely deserve it. They obviously don't play as many games as the guys, so equal pay would be a little bit unreasonable. But for the games that they do play, and, you know, they're putting their bodies out on the line. They're entertaining just like the NBA.
Oh, the crazy part about that, son, is they had to put a stipulation in there that the players would get their own hotel room. So that they was bunking like they was a traveling AAU team or a college team. That's crazy.
Had to make sure they brought their own card.
Yo,
but they definitely was sharing.
That's crazy.
Sharing hotel rooms, and I think they get paid from, like, if they get pregnant now too.
Yep, they got maternity leave now. Like, for it to be something as simple as that to be a win is like, what the fuck were y'all doing before?
Word, that shit's crazy, son. Like, you ain't even understand how deep it was. The plight they was in.
Word.
That's why all of them was leaving and going to play overseas.
Yeah. And overseas was telling them, yo, sit out this season. We'll still pay you.
We got you. We got you.
Don't play in the WNBA. We got you. But, yeah, man, shout out to those ladies, man. That's a very, very big win for the WNBA fans, the WNBA players. You know, I have a daughter. I don't know if she's going to play basketball, but you know what? If she did, we'd be in here watching it together because I know it would be entertaining and she'd look up to those women. So there's plenty of young girls out there now that look up to them. So congratulations to the WNBA ladies, man.